Hello, my dear students. This is Mrs. Shaima Gharib, and today's lesson about the 12-hour system and the 24-hour system. Let's start by revising some important rules before you watch any video. First, you have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve the questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. We have here both systems, the 12-hour clock and the 24-hour clock. We know that there are 24 hours in one day. In the 12-hour clock, we use AM and PM. So the AM shows the first half of the day, or the first 12 hours of the day. And the PM shows the second half of the day, or the second 12 hours of the day. So we are going to split the hours here into two 12s, from 1 to 12, and then from 1 to 12, another 12 hours, as you can see. Now look at this, 1 a.m. What does it mean? It's 1 o'clock after the midnight. This is the beginning of the day. Is it the first, or it is the first hour in the new day? Then 2 a.m. it means 2 hours after the midnight. And so on until, for example, 8 a.m. it means 8 in the morning. 11 a.m. 11 in the morning. What about 12 p.m. here? Or after 11 a.m. we have 12 noon. So the 12 noon is the beginning of the p.m. as you can see. So the p.m. period starts at 12 noon, which is 12 p.m. Then 1 p.m. it means 1 after 12 noon, 1 afternoon, 2 p.m. 2 afternoon until we reach the evening. For example, 9 p.m. here, it's 9 o'clock in the evening. 11 p.m. is 11 o'clock in the evening. Then what about this 12? The 12 that just comes after 12 p.m., 11 p.m., which is 12 midnight. So when we reach 12 midnight means 12 a.m. It's the beginning of the a.m. period. So now we know that the a.m. starts at 12 midnight, which is 12 a.m. And the p.m. starts at 12 noon, which is 12 p.m. So it's really important to know that 12 noon is 12 p.m. and this is the start or the beginning of the p.m. And 12 midnight is 12 a.m. and this is the beginning of the a.m. and it's also the beginning of the day, the new day and the new date. Okay, so the day starts at, or the new day starts at 12 midnight. So 12 midnight is the beginning of the new day. And we write it as 12 a.m. when we use the 12-hour clock. Now, let's look at the 24-hour clock. We don't use a.m. and p.m. and it's called the 24 because I'm going to use all the numbers from 1 to 24. And I will write them using 4 digits, not same as the way of writing the 12-hour clock. I will write the number of hours into 2 digits and the number of minutes into 2 digits. Let's see, for example, 1 o'clock in the morning, or 1 o'clock after midnight, as we said, it will be written as 01 and the number of minutes is 00. 2 o'clock, which means 2 a.m., as you can see, which means 2 after midnight. We write it as 02 and the number of minutes 00. And we use colon between the number of hours and the number of minutes. So don't forget, when we write the 24-hour clock, I don't use AM or PM. And I use 4 digits. Let's see the numbers here. 1 in the morning, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until we reach noon. 12 noon is 12:00. What comes after 12? We have 13. So 1 p.m. is same as 13. 2 p.m. is same as 14. So if I said the time now is 14 o'clock, it means it's 2 o'clock after noon or 2 p.m. Is this clear? So I keep counting after 12. But in the 12 hours, I stopped at 12 and I start over from 1, 2, 3, as you can see. I will keep counting. For example, look at the 7 p.m. It is 19 o'clock. And the 10 is 22. Can you find a relation between these two numbers? The 1 became 13, the 2 became 14, the 7 became 19, the 10 became 22. What's going on here? I always add 12 hours to the I always add 12 hours to the PM. When you add 12 to the 1, it will be 13. When you add 12 to the 2, you will get 14. So if I want to calculate the 24-hour clock for the PM times, I will just add 12 to the number of hours. What about the AM? The 1 still as it is, the 2 still as it is. Until we reach 12 p.m., it's 12. So the AM times, when I change them or write them in the 24-hour clock, the number of hours is the same, as you can see. But in the PM, I add 12 to the PM to get the 24-hour clock. Is this clear? So the AM does not change. The number of hours does not change. But in the PM, I add 12 to the PM to get the 24-hour clock. Keep this in mind and let's continue. Now, look at this here, the 12 midnight or the 12 a.m., which is 0000. It's really important to know that after the 23 o'clock, I don't write 24. There is no 24. When we reach the 24, I write it as, or the midnight in the 24-hour clock, I write it as 0000 because it is the beginning of the new day. So the new day starts at 12 midnight or 12 a.m. or 0000. So now we have to know that the beginning of the day or the new day or the new date is at 12 midnight, which is 12 a.m. or 0000. Never ever write 24 because we don't use this number. In the 24 o'clock, it means 00:00. All right, or 12 a.m. So this is the new start of the day. And you have to know that the 12 p.m. or 12 noon, I write it 12 p.m. and I write it 12:00 using the 24 hour. And the midnight, using the 12-hour clock, it is 12 a.m. Using the 24 hour, it's 00:00. Is this clear? Now let's change sometimes into 24-hour system. Let's remember that we don't write AM or PM. We use 4-digit format and we put a colon. You know the colon. Between hours and minutes. 7 a.m. What did we say about the AM times? To convert it to 24-hour notation, AM time does not change. So the number of hours will not change. So the 7 will stay as it is, but the difference I'm going to use 4 digits. So the 7 o'clock will be 07, and the number of minutes, no minutes here, so I will put a colon, then 00. Is this clear? 10 a.m. exactly the same, still in the a.m. period, so it will be 10 colon 00, 10 o'clock. 7 p.m. Do you remember what did we say about the p.m.? The p.m. is 12 hours more than the a.m. So 12 hours will be added to the 7. We are going to add 12 hours to the p.m. time to get the 24-hour system. So 7 plus 12 is 19. So then in the 24-hour system, the 7 p.m. will be 19:00. 10 p.m. I will do exactly the same. It will be 22:00. And don't forget the colon between them. 12 p.m. What do you remember about the 12 p.m.? The 12 p.m. is the beginning of the p.m., which is the 12 noon. So it will be 12:00. What about 12 a.m.? 12 a.m. same as 12 midnight, the beginning of the day. So the beginning of the day is 00:00. Okay, so in the 12 p.m. I don't add 12 because it is 12 on the 24-hour system. Okay, and at 12 a.m. I don't write it as it is, same as the other a.m. because I know that 12 a.m. is the midnight or the beginning of the year, so of the day, so I write it as 00:00. So these two times are very special and you have to know them very well. Is this clear? Now let's change the following times into the 12-hour system. So first we have to write AM or PM. Look at this number. Is the number of hours more than 12 or not? Yes, it's 15, which means is it in the AM or in the PM? Let's see. To convert to 12-hour notation or format or system, so if the time is 13 or more, subtract 12 hours, then add PM. So the number of hours here is more than 12, 13 or more. Then I'm going to subtract 12 from the number of hours. So 15 minus 12 equals 3, and I will keep the number of minutes as it is. So it will be 3, only dot, one dot, then 07 p.m. Why p.m.? Because 15 is in the afternoon and the number is greater than 12. 11:30, is the number greater than 12 or 13 or more? No, then it means it's in the AM period. So if the number of hours is less than 13, we keep the time as it is. And we are going to add AM. So it will be 11:30 AM. What about this time? 00:45. What do you think? 00. The number of hours is 00. What time is it? It's the midnight. So which means 45 minutes after the midnight. It's not 1 a.m. yet, or it's not 1 o'clock yet. So how to write it? Is it in the AM or PM? It's AM. How to write it? In the 12-hour system, it will be 12:45 AM. Is this clear? 12:15. I have number 12. Which 12 is it? Is it 12 in midnight or 12 noon? It's 12 noon. So I will write it as a.m. or p.m. 12 noon, it will be p.m. 22:19, I'm going to subtract 12. So it will be 10:19 p.m. 8:40, it's less than 13. So it's in the a.m. So in the a.m. the time will stay as it is. It will be 8:40 a.m. So in using the 12-hour system, I have to mention, is it a.m. or p.m.? Is this clear? Now let's answer this question. I have table here. It has some different times in the 12-hour system and in the 24-hour system. So if I have 5 and 32 minutes a.m. and we want to write them in the 24 hour. a.m. we said in the a.m. the time does not change. So it will be 5:32, but I will write the 5 into 2 digits and I will put a colon between the hours and minutes. Now I have this time in the 24. It's bigger than 13 or after 12, which means it's in the p.m. So this is a p.m. time. I know when I write it, it will be p.m. So what should I do to write the 12 hour? I will subtract 12. Subtract the 12 from the hours. 15 minus 12 equals 3 and 12 minutes p.m. Here I have 12 and 15 minutes a.m. or 15 minutes post 12 in the a.m. So this 12 is 12 a.m., which means 12 midnight. How to write the midnight in the 24-hour system? I write it as 00 and then I put the 15 minutes. And of course, I put the column. What about 12 p.m.? 12 p.m. is seen as 12 in the 24-hour system using the 2 columns and 00 for the minutes. 2 hours and 9 minutes. So 2 o'clock and 9 minutes. 9 minutes past 2 equals 2 and 9 minutes in the a.m. because the number here is less than 13. So it is in the a.m. 12 a.m., which means the beginning of the day, which means 12 midnight. How to write it using the 24, 0000. If I have 5 minutes after midnight, so how can I write this using the 12 hours? Look at the 00, it is the midnight. And the midnight is 12 a.m. So it will be 5 minutes past 12 in the a.m. 21 hours here in the hours and 35 in the minutes. So which means 25 minutes to 22 or 35 minutes past 21. So the 21 is greater or bigger than 13. So I will take 12 hours from the number of hours. So the new time in the 12-hour system will be 9:35 minutes p.m. So as long as the time is 13 or more, I take 12 to write the 12-hour system. If I have p.m. and I want to write the 24-hour system, I just add 12 hours to the number of hours. This is the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment and I will answer you as soon as possible. Please remember that your feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you very much.
and have a nice day.